Chosen one, this message has found you at exactly the right moment. Not by accident, not by coincidence. This is divine timing unfolding before your eyes. You were led here because you are closer to your breakthrough than you realize. Deep down, you've always known there was something different about you. A call, a fire, a mission that set you apart from the crowd. You've carried dreams too big for ordinary spaces, felt burdens too heavy for small minds, and sensed destiny pulling you forward even when the path felt lonely. That inner knowing, that stirring in your spirit that refuses to be silenced. It's not your imagination, it's confirmation. You are on the brink of something extraordinary. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are right where you are supposed to be. And now more than ever, you must hold the line and press forward. You're closer than you think. Don't quit now. The final stretch always feels the most difficult. That's when the enemy tries the hardest to discourage you. That's when fear, distraction, and impatience creep in. But you must remember, the closer you are to your breakthrough, the louder the lies will become. Today, we are going to break this down into 7 powerful truths, 7 chapters of wisdom, to help you stay strong, stay aligned, and finish what you were born to complete. Don't quit now. You're closer than you think. Before we dive deep, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because this message isn't just content, it's a divine confirmation meant for the chosen ones. If your spirit feels this frequency, type 77 in the comments right now. That number isn't random. It's a sacred code, a signal to the Most High and the universe that you're aligned, awake, and ready to receive what's already yours by divine right. Not everyone will make it to the end, only the truly chosen. And those who stay will gain clarity, activate deeper awareness, and unlock the hidden blessings encoded in every word of this message. This isn't something you listen to once. It's a living truth that unfolds layer by layer. Rewatch it as many times as your soul calls for, because with each listen, you'll catch a new revelation, a divine key you may have overlooked the first time. Now let's dive in. Chapter 1. The battle always intensifies before the breakthrough. Chosen one, there's a spiritual truth you must never forget. The closer you get to your promise, the more intense the battles will become. It's not bad luck or your imagination. It's a sign that heaven's promise is near, and the forces of darkness are fighting to delay you. Right at the edge of your breakthrough, life may seem to hit you harder than ever. Doors you thought were open slam shut. People you trusted change. Resources you counted on vanish. Your mind fills with doubts. Your heart feels heavy, and the temptation to quit grows stronger. But hear this clearly. It's not because you're failing, it's because you're advancing. You are pressing into land that was always meant for you. The enemy wouldn't bother attacking if you weren't carrying something powerful, something heaven-ordained. He doesn't waste energy on empty threats. He focuses on those who carry light, legacy, and impact. You are a vessel of change, a carrier of answers to prayers you don't even know have been spoken. There is a ripple effect attached to your destiny, one that will reach further than you can currently imagine. That's why the pressure feels so relentless, because your future is too important to be left unchallenged. Think about it. When a woman is about to give birth, the labor pains are most intense right before the delivery. That's where you are now, in the final contractions of your promise. The battle isn't proof you're losing. It's proof you're about to step into something historic. If your destiny wasn't dangerous to darkness, you wouldn't be under this kind of pressure. Your future terrifies the enemy because your obedience will touch lives, break chains, and shift generations. You are not just fighting for your own breakthrough. You are paving a path for others who will walk in the freedom you are birthing now. This isn't just about you. It's about every soul attached to your victory. Every storm you face is trying to shake you loose from the very thing that will bless others through you. So when the silence grows loud, when the tears fall harder, when giving up seems easier, stand firm. Plant your feet deeper. Lift your spirit higher. Declare it in your heart. This pressure is proof. I'm almost there. My destiny is too close for me to turn back now. Chosen one, remember this. The fiercest battles always come before the greatest victories, and your victory has already been written. Keep walking. Keep believing. You're closer than you think. Don't quit now. Chapter 2. Your growth is unseen but real. Chosen one, you must understand this vital truth. Progress isn't always visible to the human eye. Just because you can't see immediate results doesn't mean your efforts have been in vain. In the spirit realm, massive shifts are taking place on your behalf. The seeds you planted months, even years ago, have been quietly growing beneath the surface. Just like a tree sends roots deep into the ground long before it ever bursts through the soil, your foundation has been forming in hidden, sacred spaces. You couldn't always see it happening, but God was building you from the inside out, layer by layer, strength by strength. In fact, the most important growth, the kind that lasts, the kind that elevates and sustains, happens where no one else can see. Your faith is stronger now because you learned how to trust even when you had no evidence to cling to. Your wisdom is deeper because you walked through valleys where you had to rely on divine insight rather than human logic. Your discernment is sharper because you endured situations where your spirit had to lead you when your emotions wanted to quit. You have outgrown old mindsets that once kept you small and fearful. You have severed ties with relationships that drained your energy and blurred your purpose. You have detached from environments that could no longer contain the weight of your calling. That's not failure, it's evolution. That's not loss, it's divine positioning. You are no longer who you used to be. You have been stretched, refined, purified. You are becoming who you were always destined to be, stronger, wiser, and more aligned with heaven's blueprint for your life. The transformation you've undergone internally is greater than any outward change you could have manufactured. The parts of you that once felt fragile have now been reinforced with supernatural strength. The moments you thought were wasted have actually been divine investments into your future greatness. You have been strengthened in silence so that you can stand firm when your season of visibility arrives. Every trial you endured in private is about to become your testimony in public. Every silent battle you fought is about to produce a reward that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. The enemy may have whispered that nothing is happening, that you're wasting your time, that you missed your moment. But those were lies, distractions meant to uproot you before your harvest could manifest. He wanted you to abandon your promise before you ever got the chance to see it bloom. Trust the unseen process. Trust that God has been working behind the scenes even when your natural eyes couldn't perceive it. In silence, in obscurity, in solitude, your spirit has been fortified. Your roots have been going deeper, anchoring you for the greatness that is about to unfold. And now, chosen one, your breakthrough is catching up to the strength you've built in private. Every silent prayer, every hidden tear, every unseen act of obedience It has all been counted, all been woven into your story, all been seen by the Most High. You are not being forgotten. You are being formed. You are not being delayed. You are being destined. You are not losing time. You are gaining depth. Your growth is real, even if it's hidden. And soon, what was once invisible will break forth for all to see. A harvest so abundant that even your enemies will have to acknowledge. Surely, the hand of God was with them all along. Chapter 3, Divine Timing Never Misses. Chosen one of the greatest temptations you will face, especially as you near the finish line, is impatience. It creeps in quietly. It whispers doubts into your heart. You start to wonder if you've missed your window, if somehow life passed you by, or worse, if God forgot about you altogether. But hear this truth in your spirit. Divine timing is never wrong. Heaven's clock does not operate by human schedules. God is never early, and He is never late. Every move, every shift, every moment has been precisely and intentionally orchestrated for your good. What may have felt like unbearable delays were in fact strategic pauses. What you thought were closed doors were divine shields, keeping you from places and people that would have broken your spirit or derailed your mission. You see, had you received the very thing you prayed for too soon, it would not have been a blessing. It could have been a burden. It could have exposed you to battles you weren't yet equipped to win, to weights you weren't yet prepared to carry. God, in His infinite wisdom, was not just preparing the blessing for you, He was preparing you for the blessing. He was cultivating the character, the endurance, the humility, and the spiritual authority you would need to not only receive your promise, but to sustain it and protect it. Chosen one, the enemy would love for you to grow weary and abandon your post just moments before your appointed time. He would love for you to curse the process, to lose faith, to sabotage yourself because you misread the season. But this is when you must stand firmer than ever. This is when you must trust, even without evidence, that your steps are ordered by the divine. Remember this, it's not just about arriving at your destination. It's about being ready when you get there. What's coming to you is weighty. It's valuable. It's sacred. It's not something that can be rushed. Just like precious metals must go through intense fire to be refined, your journey has been preparing you for the glory that's about to be revealed. Think of Joseph, chosen by God, yet betrayed, imprisoned, and forgotten for years, only to be elevated to the second highest position in Egypt at precisely the right moment to save nations. Think of David, anointed as king while still a boy, yet sent back to the fields to tend sheep until the fullness of time positioned him to reign. Divine timing didn't miss them, and it will not miss you. Every hidden season, every quiet sacrifice, every unseen battle has been working together to bring you to your divine appointment. Nothing has been wasted. Not one tear, not one prayer, not one lonely night. Everything has been part of your spiritual preparation. You have not been denied. You have been preserved. You have not been forgotten. You have been fortified. So when impatience tries to creep in, when frustration tries to take root, lift your eyes higher, anchor your soul deeper, declare in your spirit, God's timing is perfect, and I am exactly where I need to be. My blessing is not late, it's right on schedule. Stay ready, chosen one. For at the appointed time, suddenly, swiftly, and without warning, everything will align. And when it does, you will realize that the wait was not punishment. It was protection, preparation, and positioning for something far greater than you ever imagined. Divine timing is not coming. It's already moving on your behalf. Chapter 4. Weariness is a sign, not a stop sign. Chosen one, are you feeling tired? Feeling discouraged? Feeling numb inside, like your passion has dulled under the weight of all you've carried? Good. As strange as it may sound, that is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you are stretching beyond your old limits. It's proof that you are growing into a new version of yourself that your past self could never have handled. Think about an athlete during training. Right before they achieve a breakthrough, lifting more weight, running faster, reaching a new level of performance, their body feels like it's about to give out. Their muscles tremble, their lungs burn, their energy drains. But what they know, and what you must know, is that exhaustion doesn't mean the body is breaking. It means it's adapting. It's being pushed beyond its former capacity into new, greater strength. It's the same with your spirit. The moments when your soul feels the heaviest, when your mind feels clouded, when you want to quit the most, those are the birthing pains of new strength being formed within you. You are being expanded. You are being fortified. You are being conditioned to handle the blessing you've been praying for. Weariness is not a stop sign. It is not a message that says, you're failing. It's an invitation to press deeper into faith, to lean harder into grace, to let your roots sink even more firmly into the promises God made you. It's an opportunity to rest in your spirit, not to retreat from your purpose. When you feel weary, don't curse it. Don't see it as evidence that you're losing. See it for what it truly is, a sacred marker that you're being refined and recalibrated for the next dimension of your destiny. Even Jesus, in his final hours, felt weariness in the Garden of Gethsemane. He felt the crushing weight of the cross before the victory of the resurrection. He prayed, he wept, he even asked if the cup could pass from him. Yet he pressed on for the sake of the glory that was set before him. You, chosen one, are called to that same sacred perseverance. Your weariness does not disqualify you, it humanizes you. It shows that you are invested, that you care deeply, that you are pouring yourself out for something greater than comfort. And that is exactly the posture that heaven honors. So when you reach the point where everything in you says, I can't do this anymore, when the road feels too long, the fight feels too hard, and your hope feels too small, pause, breathe, rest if you must, but do not give up. Declare over yourself, this weariness is not my ending. It's my evidence. I am closer to my breakthrough than I've ever been. Bless your tiredness. Thank God for the stretching. Celebrate the signs of growth, even when they come disguised as exhaustion. Because on the other side of this weariness is a renewal so powerful that you will barely recognize the version of you that once struggled to stand. Chosen one, you are not being buried by this season. You are being planted deeper so you can rise higher. Endure the stretch. Outlast the storm. Your reward is coming, and it's far greater than anything you can yet imagine. Chapter 5. Your breakthrough will look different than you expect. Chosen one of the greatest reasons people give up right before their breakthrough is because they were expecting it to look a certain way. They had a mental picture, a vision, an expectation. And when reality didn't match that image, discouragement crept in. But hear this truth deep in your spirit. God's ways are higher than ours. His plans are greater than anything we could ever script for ourselves. The blessing you are about to walk into may not look exactly how you imagined, but it will be exactly what you need and more than you ever dared to hope for. Maybe it won't come through the person you expected to help you. Maybe it won't arrive at the time you marked on your calendar. Maybe it won't even feel like a blessing at first because it will stretch you beyond what's comfortable. But trust this, it is perfectly designed for your destiny. Sometimes the opportunity you thought you needed is actually too small for who you're becoming. Sometimes the door you begged God to open was leading somewhere He never intended you to settle. Sometimes the rejection, the redirection, the unexpected detour was not a punishment. It was divine protection and preparation. Maybe the door opening now won't have the glitter you expected, but it will have the gold you need. Maybe the room you're being invited into doesn't look prestigious, but it's the exact space where your gifts will multiply and flourish. Maybe the people standing beside you now weren't part of your original vision, but they are part of your real mission. Chosen one, stay open. Stay open to the fact that God's best rarely looks like the world's definition of success. Stay open to the idea that the unfamiliar place might be your promised land. Stay open to the divine reroutes that bring you closer to your authentic calling, not just your temporary comfort. You must be willing to surrender your picture to receive God's masterpiece. You must be willing to lay down your plan to embrace His purpose. You must be willing to trust even when you cannot trace the full path ahead. Abraham didn't know exactly where he was going when God called him. He simply knew who was leading him. Joseph's dream didn't come to pass the way he expected. Betrayal, prison, and delays were part of the process, but so was divine promotion at the appointed time. David didn't step into kingship in a day. He was anointed young, but endured years of battles and hiding before sitting on the throne. In every great story, the breakthrough always looks different than expected, but it is always greater, richer, deeper, and more meaningful than the dreamer first imagined. Chosen one, don't miss your blessing because you were expecting it to come wrapped in a certain way. Sometimes the greatest gifts come disguised as unfamiliar opportunities, uncomfortable beginnings, or unexpected changes. Sometimes the blessing is hidden in the unfamiliar. Sometimes the open door doesn't look impressive from the outside, but it leads to a palace on the other side. Trust the unfolding. Trust the reshaping. Trust the God who never fails to finish what He starts. You are walking into something divinely designed just for you. And when you arrive, you'll realize it was worth every step, every tear, every stretch of faith to get there. Chapter 6. Heaven is cheering for you. Chosen one, you are not running this race alone. Even when you feel isolated, misunderstood, or overlooked by people, know this: heaven has its eyes on you. The great cloud of witnesses, those who endured before you, are leaning in, shouting encouragement with every brave step you take. The angels are assigned to your path, fighting unseen battles on your behalf, clearing obstacles you never even knew existed. God's hand is still over your life, steady and sure, guiding you through valleys and over mountains. You may feel small here on earth, but in the spirit realm, you are a mighty giant. You carry light where darkness once ruled. You speak life where despair once suffocated. You are a warrior, a light bearer, a history maker, carrying the DNA of divine purpose. Every tear you've cried has been collected. Every prayer you whispered into the night has been heard. Every time you chose to believe when you had no visible reason to, heaven erupted in celebration. Your perseverance has not gone unnoticed. It has shifted things in the spirit realm far beyond what your eyes can currently see. Understand this, chosen one. Every battle you have endured has been building a legacy of faith that will outlive you. Every hardship has strengthened your spirit in ways that no easy road ever could. The ripple effects of your courage are touching lives you don't even know about yet. Your quiet yes to God has launched miracles into motion. Your private obedience has made public victories inevitable. Your hidden sacrifices have written your name among heaven's honored warriors. Every step you take forward shakes the gates of darkness and expands the kingdom of light. You are not just surviving, you are conquering. You are not just holding on, you are advancing. Heaven is not silent. Heaven is roaring with applause, with celebration, with divine pride. The angels marvel at your strength. The great cloud of witnesses cheers with every new step you take, and your Creator beams with joy, knowing that what He placed inside of you is now shining for the world to see. Chosen one, straighten your crown, square your shoulders, walk boldly and fearlessly into what's ahead. Heaven is not just watching, heaven is standing, clapping, rejoicing wildly over you. You are making history with every act of faith, and the best is still yet to come. Chapter 7. Don't quit before your crown. Chosen one, imagine being inches away from your crown and turning back. Imagine stopping one prayer short of your breakthrough. Imagine giving up when all you needed was one more step, one more breath, one more whispered yes to destiny. You didn't come this far just to come this far. You didn't endure the sleepless nights, the silent battles, the lonely climbs, just to hand over your victory to fear or exhaustion. You have fought through storms that would have drowned others. You have survived losses, betrayals, heartbreaks, and setbacks that were designed to break you. But here you are, still standing, still breathing, still believing. You are carrying promises that generations before you only dreamed of. You are the answer to prayers whispered by your ancestors in times of darkness and despair. The enemy doesn't attack what isn't a threat. He wants you weary because your crown is closer than ever. He wants you distracted because your throne, your territory, your divine appointment is almost within your grasp. He knows the weight of glory that is about to be placed on your life, and he fears it. Chosen one, do not lose heart. Stand up, even if you feel weak. Straighten your shoulders, even if they are trembling. Lift your head high, even if you feel the weight of the world on your neck. Fix your eyes forward, not on the distractions, not on the doubts, but on the destiny God etched into your very being. Take the next step, even if it's a small, trembling step. Crawl if you must. Whisper your faith if you can't shout it. But whatever you do, do not quit now. Because on the other side of this weariness is victory, crowned in gold. On the other side of this confusion is clarity so sharp it will bring you to your knees in gratitude. On the other side of this delay is the divine fulfillment of every promise you dared to believe. Your crown is already being crafted in the heavens. Your robe of royalty is being woven thread by thread. Your name is being written in places you haven't even stepped into yet. Every second you keep moving, even when it hurts, is a declaration that you trust God more than you trust your feelings. Every moment you refuse to quit is another nail in the coffin of every lie that said you wouldn't make it. Don't quit now. You are closer than you think. You are stronger than you feel. And the reward waiting for you will be greater than you ever imagined. Chosen one, you were born to reign. Wear your scars like armor. March forward like royalty. Your crown is just ahead. So breathe deeply, steady your heart, and remind yourself who you are. You are not here by accident. You were handpicked for this journey, equipped for this battle, and destined for this victory. Everything you have endured has only refined you, sharpened you, and prepared you for the weight of the crown you are about to carry. The heavens are holding their breath, watching you take these final, crucial steps toward your destiny. Chosen one, the kingdom you are about to walk into needs your voice, your wisdom, and your light. Keep going. Your coronation is already written in the stars.